Today I have a very unique car to review, so good opportunity. Daihatsu Charade. Daihatsu's, before Toyota bought them, were really iconic, and they were big in the late 80s. And this is now more of a Toyota make, which is not as exceptional as they used to be back in the 80s. But since Toyota itself has a very good repute, these are very good cars. Now this one in particular is a very good example, I'd say. 5-door Daihatsu Charade, 1 liter. I don't know if it's, what the variations are, it's EL or something along those lines, but it's got electric windows and a few toys, which I'll show you in a minute. So first of all, let's have a look at the car from the outside. I'm sorry it's not been washed, but it is a very, very clean example. Bear in mind, it's a 9-year-old car, and if you look at the bodywork, it is very, very clean for a 9-year-old car. There's no dents, there's no noticeable scratches. Oh, there you go, it's EL, yeah. And it's a very squarish car though. It's been owned by an elderly lady, and she was the only owner. She had it since new, and it's only done 32,000 miles. So this car really has a very newish feel to it. For example, the boot isn't the biggest, but the car isn't either. So, but if you look, everything's in place, as if everything's new. You see what I mean by the new feel. I may get a bit obsessed and refer to it a few times, but look, nothing seems to be touched or used in this vehicle, which I think is a credit to its previous owner and the makers. Well, more so the owner, but then the maker as well, because I'm sure there'd be other ones which are not in such a good condition. I've spotted a wee scratch-like thing here. Well, you really have to be picky. I don't know if it's a scratch or not, but yeah, no dents, no scratches, nothing that I can see. So we're gonna go inside. I'll show you. These cars, I must say, are very tiny. If you look at it inside, not the biggest space. In the back, again, tiny. Very clean though. And I'm gonna get in because there's a car coming. Very sophisticated for its age. Look. Saying hello. So if I put the key in, this is an automatic version, so that's how it starts. 32,000 on clock, but if I said this was 3,200, there wouldn't be any difference in the feel. Buttons, steering wheel, everything here, really not much to say. It's an automatic 1 liter. I'm sorry about the mats, they're not clean, I know that. Auto windows, light up here, light here, and that's everything in the back. So I'm gonna stop going on about how new everything is. I think the rear seats haven't really been used. Don't know if the lady had any relatives to get into the back, so if you know how you get into a car and you get that sort of newish smell or feel, that's what this car's got. Very, very surprising for a 9-year-old car, really. So let's get on with the features. Small, tiny car, but a lot of features. first of all, here, these are electric windows. Look, auto window goes all the way down. You don't have to keep it pressed. Or, okay, just one way auto. This just stops wherever, so this is more manual. Window lock, I presume. Electric mirrors, which are working fine. Look. Wow. Let's check the other side. The other side, let's see, is that moving? Oh yeah, it sure is. Okay. Then you could move the headlights, which isn't really in this day and age too much of a function. Light standard, wiper in the back. Here's the interesting bit: air conditioning. Look, the air cons come on, and I know on the camera you can't feel, but it's cold. So it's a 1 liter which has an air con, and that blows cold, which we don't need in Scotland. So I'm going to turn it off quickly and put the heating back on. It's a bit of a chilly day. CD player works fine. Ashtray, never used. That's why she lived for so long. Oh, actually, I think she's just given up driving. It's not a bereavement. Cup holders. Space here. That's where I'd put my phone, because it's a bit of a big one. Look, all the new stuff in there. I think it's to be towed. Service history, been serviced, service is stamped, and what else? I can't really. Oh yeah, lights up here. So see the modern lights, you just push. So it's not very basic in that sense. And then there's one in the center. So, and you still have the traditional light here anyways for the size of the car. Hold on, how does this work? Okay, yeah, off, door, and so keep it on door. And the rear windows, the side windows, are manual. I have shown you the back, like the boot, and you know that that's a small one, but then the car's a small one. And looking at the bells, it is a 4-seater. Can't seem to find a 5th seat. So that's all from a quick review of this Daihatsu Charade automatic 1 liter. Power steering, and you see when you turn it off, look, it says see you, goodbye. And bye isn't spelled correct. I don't know if you can actually program that, or you know. And yeah, I find it very nippy when it drives. You know, it's a 4-speed, so you put it in gear, they're all lit here, put your foot down and you could get driving. But you know, at the moment, since we're parked, I'm just showing you that I don't have any intentions to drive with this camera here. Yeah, if you have any questions, if there's any particular car you'd like me to review, just let me know and I'll see if I can get my hands on that car and review it for you. This is a Daihatsu Charade, and it's a very good example, 2006. And oh yeah, interesting, the boot release and the fuel button is here. Usually it's on the right hand side in the driver's seat. So yeah, nothing more from here. This is beautiful Edinburgh. It's the way up to Arthur Seat, and it's an okay day. It's not raining, so you call it a good day, but it's grey. So any questions, feel free to ask. It is a very good car. I would give it 10 out of 10 bodywork, 10 out of 10 interior. Mechanically, I am not qualified to say anything, but as a driver, I'd give 10 out of 10. Very, very good handling. Drove it 50 miles the other day on a motorway. I thought it would struggle, but no, 70 miles an hour, perfectly fine. Suspension's very good, handling's like a sports car. You move the steering a little bit and it's very, very responsive. Very nippy and good. So it'd make a nice first car or a small runaround car for shopping. Anyone who has it, I think they're enjoying a good car. And anyone who wants to buy a small new car, I think this is a perfect choice. If you need space, no, it's a small car. But in the small car category, it's very good. It's not as big as a Civic, so you know it's one of the smaller 1 liter category cars. So all the best and thanks very much. Bye bye. Oh yeah, and one thing I forgot to film is the beautiful lights you get in the dash. So basically when you turn the lights off and on, look, the needles actually change color. That's white advance. It's like an Audi. So I didn't realize that. And also when you switch it off and on, you see all the lights. So it's got EPS and the airbag light, and then you turn it on, you see everything goes off except for the handbrake light, which I can't release because we're parked just now. So yeah, just wanted to show you this color for the light. I only noticed it later on. Right, thank you, bye. Okay, another quick realization while taking pictures. They're very, very tiny stone chips at the front bonnet. So if you look here, if you were to be picky, and that's because I used the word brand new. So here you'll see they're very tiny. Oh yeah, see those whitish bits? So they're very tiny stone chips, and that's where it would deviate from the word brand new, because it's been on the road. So my apologies if I got a bit carried away and I was too optimistic about it. This one here is not a stone chip, it's just some bird poo or something. So yeah, okay, thank you.